Hey, public opinion aficionados, it's Mark Mitchell, head pollster of Rasmussen Reports, and really happy to join Gene Valentino at the Grassroots Truthcast today. I support his podcast. Go check it out and subscribe while you're there.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets, as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, My Pillow mattresses and My Pillow mattress toppers as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets. Regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.
Joining me now, GOP political strategist Gene Valentino and columnist for the American Spectator, Jeff Lord. Jeff, I want to start with you. You know, breaking tonight, some good news for travelers. President Trump announcing on X that he says, I am going to sign an order instructing the Secretary of Homeland Security, Markwayne Mullin, to immediately pay our TSA agents in order to address this emergency shutdown situation and to quickly stop the Democrat chaos at the airports. Is this long overdue? Is this something that the president could have done before? What are your thoughts on him doing this now?
Well, I think he's got it under review, et cetera. You know, one of the things, as I learned in the White House, presidents wake up in the morning and they're presented with option after option after option on subject X. And they spend whatever time they feel is necessary to finally come to the conclusion to pick one particular option over the other. So I suspect that that's what's really going on here, is that in pausing the energy plant destruction, he knows, you know, I've got to do something. I think I'll try this. And stand by, we'll see how that works.
Yeah, I think Americans really want to see how it works, TSA agents especially. Now, Gene, while President Trump works to stop the madness of the Iranian regime, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth explains that the commander-in-chief is also cleaning up the messes of past presidents. Watch.
Many of the Iranian military factories and bases that we're systematically destroying were paid for by the pallets of American cash that Barack Obama flew into Tehran under the Iran deal. You might call it an inconvenient truth. Iran took our money and turned it into weapons and bunkers and ammo. And now we're destroying those weapons, and you're writing, Mr. President, that grievous wrong.
Gene, is he accurate? Is President Trump righting those wrongs, those grievances, billions of dollars in cash in the middle of the night to Iran?
He's righting a substantial wrong, David. It's something that's so clear. And for those of us that are a little older, we think back to the days of Vietnam, where a lackluster policy, an inconsistent budget, and a difference of commitment going from three presidents handling the Vietnam War. And here we have one president doing transformative work in 3 weeks. Is to me, the only thing I can say is let's cut the guy some slack and let him perform, and Congress best stay out of his way.
Yeah, but Democrats don't want to do that. They want to stay in his way. We know that. Jeff, new DHS Secretary Markwayne Mullin, he made his first appearance at a cabinet meeting today. Now, late night host Jimmy Kimmel, not very funny, he decided to take a break from attacking President Trump in order to zero in on his new target. Watch.
Markwayne Mullin was a low-level MMA fighter and a plumber. That's right. We have a plumber protecting us from terrorism now. I work for Super Mario. Why not Markwayne? But honestly, I mean, if Trump is going to keep picking these unqualified people to run the department, why not have more fun with it? I mean, next time, instead of Markwayne, how about Little Wayne for Homeland Security?
Yeah, just not very funny. Senator Ted Cruz perhaps said it best with his post on X. He said, I prefer plumbers to woke and unfunny comedians. He's just not funny. And why would he try to throw shade on the person that's now running our Department of Homeland Security, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem, and the not so unspoken message there from Jimmy Kimmel is, hey, we're the elites, and whether we're in Washington or Hollywood, we run the score, and you idiots who think you can do something better than us are woefully misinformed, and we're not going to let you get away with this. I mean, this is just a perpetual attitudinal problem that sadly manifests itself in a policy, particularly with Democrats.
Yeah, I think they probably listen to Jimmy Kimmel for their policy notes. They're listening to somebody who just has no
Yes.
sense whatsoever. Gene, you'll never see Jimmy Kimmel give Trump credit for this. Dennis Coyle, an American researcher from Colorado, was reunited with his family after more than a year in Taliban captivity in Afghanistan. Now, since taking office, President Trump and his administration have secured the release of 105 detained Americans that were held abroad, and almost all of them were being held captive during Joe Biden's presidency. So how is it that Trump was able to accomplish this? And Joe, I think, maybe gets credit for 70 or 80 during his entire 4 years.
Yeah. Well, President Trump is an example of what American voters need to think about going forward. A person who has been experiencing the battles in real life, real business, balancing a checkbook. And by the way, what political office did Donald Trump hold before he became president? Here we have a Chuck Schumer and Adam Schiff and many others in the Democrat Party who never saw the light of day in business, couldn't balance a checkbook and wouldn't know how, trying to create policy on issues that they have no pragmatic experience or involvement in behind the scenes, is an example of what we need to be thinking about as voters. The burden's on us to make sure we're hiring the right people in the future. President Trump is an example of what we need to be looking at for our children and posterity.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Biden could balance a checkbook either, let alone walk upstairs or ride a bike. Jeff, Iran no longer has a navy. And as of this very morning, it was reported Israel killed the Navy chief overseeing the Strait of Hormuz blockade. So how much longer before they're able to actually forced to cave to a deal? They're being decimated.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be very much longer. This is what President Reagan used to refer to as peace through strength. And very early on in his administration, when communists installed a government in Grenada, lo and behold, to their utter shock, President Reagan sent the Marines in and unhorsed the regime and et cetera. And the lesson went forth to America's enemies: don't mess with him. That's the lesson that is coming here with President Trump, and it's a good thing.
And I think the world is taking notice. You know, Gene, yesterday,
Yes.
President Trump teased a gift from Iran. Today, he revealed that Iran gifted the U.S. 10 big boats of oil as tribute to show they're serious about making a peace deal, and the boats are Pakistani flags. So is this Iran extending an olive branch?
Well, it must be some sort of consideration for the pallets of cash we've put on their runway. To me, it's a consideration for what they need to do to express a willingness to find common ground. Except I don't know, my guard is up. I'm still distrustful, and 47 years of their behavior is hard to quash overnight. But they're heading in the right direction if that's what they're doing. It's the beginning of what they need to show a lot more of if they expect us not to go forward with regime change. I'm still hot on regime change. I think we need to change the fundamental culture there, and we have a right to do so considering how much we've put out over 47 years over there in trying to make that a civil society.
And I would suspect there's a lot of Iranians
money
who
over
feel
there,
the same way.
and they just, they feel the same way. We put out a lot of money. The IRGC, Death to America, we're Big Satan, Israel. They got to go. Regime's got to go. Gene Valentino, Jeff Lord, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining the Pulse
Thank
tonight.
you.
Thank you. Thanks, David.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, My Pillow mattresses and My Pillow mattress toppers as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets. Regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's gonna ship absolutely free.